right. Right. Licensing Committee for Tuesday, June 17th. Roll call, please. Madam Clerk, we got 100% attendance.
Counsel Field?
Present.
Present. Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present. Counsellor Annette?
Present.
Present. Counsel Ansel?
Present.
Present. Counsel Meji Madre?
Present.
Present.
Okay. That's our fun night. Extended hour renewals. We'll start right at the top. Work our way down.
Okay, we have number 60 Boston Street, McDonald's drive-through, requesting 24 hours.
Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with the firm.
My name is Lindsay Wallen. I'm the owner.
You're the owner for Boston Street, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. One question I have, you have a 24/7 with stipulations. Does your insurance company permit or not permit employees outside to empty barrels or clean up the lot after your doors close for the evening?
I'm not sure if it specifically states that.
Okay.
I could find out for you, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so we'll
Off the top of my
put,
head.
maybe we'll table it then? Any other questions with the councilors? Oh, okay. All right, if you'll find that information out, do we have a motion to table?
Motion to table.
We have a motion to table?
Second.
Second. Non-debatable, all in favor to table?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, that'll be tabled, we'll invite you back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have 65 Boston Street, CVS Pharmacy, at 24 hours with stipulations.
Okay, please come to the podium, state your name and your title with CVS.
Rocky Bennett, CVS store manager,
Okay, at Boston Street or all three?
Boston Street.
Just Boston Street?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? I do. I've been by the location as a customer, and I've noticed the barrels overflowing. You're going to keep your employees making sure that they'll go outside and empty the barrels all times a day?
Yes,
We have issues on Boston Street with litter blowing around into other properties, residences, other businesses. They're going to maintain that?
yes,
Okay? There's no stipulation in your insurance policy that prevents them from going outside?
no.
No? Okay. We have that on the record. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion
We have
approved.
a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license for 24 hours is granted with those stipulations. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next we have 80 Boston Street, Dunkin' Donuts, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Thank you, Attorney Vitale. Do you have other locations other than the 80 Boston Street as well? That you
For Dunkin' Donuts? Yes, but
Dunkin'
none of them seek extended hours.
Yep. Why don't we? there's-
And the only
you're on the-
question here is that, is the 4:30 opening?
Right, yeah. And
It can be open from 5 to midnight, this closes at 11, it just wants to open as it has for many years at 4:30.
Right, yeah, okay. Councilor Chakoudas didn't express any concern with that. So what's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you.
Okay, next we have 108 Boston Street, Burger King, 24/7.
Okay, please come to the podium, state your name and your position with the firm.
Hello, Angelo Martinetti. I'm the district manager.
Thank you. Just for Boston Street, right? Yep. Does your insurance policy have any stipulations that prevent any of your employees to go outside after the dining room is closed to collect trash on the property or empty barrels?
No, sir.
No. Okay. With that said, what's the wish of the committee? Any other questions or
Motion approved.
motion to approve? Second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted.
Counselor Field,
Yes, sir.
I would like to make a motion to take 60 Boston Street McDonald's off the table. She got the answer.
Excellent. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Okay. We're all in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're off the table. We'll take 60 Boston Street again. Thank you. You have a response?
Yes, I do. We do not have any restrictions.
No
on
restrictions from the
No.
insurance to go outside to collect trash on the ground after the dining room's closed?
No.
Empty barrels? Okay, so that's on the record now. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? That license is granted with those stipulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have 116 Boston Street, Wendy's, drive-through till 4 a.m., 6:30 a.m. to 4 a.m. with stipulations.
Okay. You come to the podium, state your name and your position with the firm.
Natalie Perez, Assistant Manager.
Assistant Manager of Boston Street?
Yes.
Okay. And in your insurance policy, does it state any restrictions on your employees going outside to clean up the parking lot of litter or empty barrels after the dining room closes?
No.
No. Okay. We have that on the record. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Any discussion?
No discussion.
None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted with those stipulations. Thank you.
Okay, we have 122 Boston Street, Noria, gas station and kiosk, open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Anybody here represent Noria on Boston Street, the Shell gas station? Is anybody here representing the Noria at 122 Boston Street? What's the wish of the committee, seeing that
Motion to
there's no one
table.
present? We have a motion to table.
Second.
Second, non-debatable. All in favor to table? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license is tabled.
Okay, we have 124 Boston Street, Taco Bell, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m., and the drive-through till 3 a.m. with stipulations.
Anybody here representing Taco Bell? Yep. Come to the podium. Please state your name and your position with the firm.
Christian Morales, District Manager.
For Taco Bell on Boston Street?
Yes.
Okay. Does your license have any, does your insurance have any restrictions on any of your employees going outside after the dining room is closed to pick up any litter that's on your property or maintain barrels outside?
I don't have that actually information. The only thing that I know is that we don't send nobody to do that after dining room close.
You don't send anybody out? Okay.
No.
Well, then I can't, in good faith, I can't extend your license after the dining room if you're not maintaining your property outside.
Yeah,
I'm just one vote, but I'm just letting you know my opinion.
Okay.
So,
So I don't really know about that information. That's what it's the first time that I come over here. So
question, Councilor Hogan?
Yes, what he's asking, if you can get that information?
Yeah, I can get it.
We'll.
He's saying he doesn't allow it.
Huh?
He's saying he doesn't allow his employees. What time does your dining room close at night?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Like we don't usually send the people to do the we don't have trash barrels to start in the
I noticed.
any of
I
the
know. And you know what? It's a problem on Boston Street. That's why we're trying to address those issues. Okay? Because a lot of the city employees have to pick up the trash, including from Taco Bell and other businesses along that corridor, every day. So we notice who has barrels and who doesn't have barrels and who maintains their property. So if you're going to request an extended license until 3 a.m. and you close your dining room at 10 p.m. and employees aren't going outside to pick up the litter, that responsibility falls onto you as the assistant manager or district manager.
Okay.
Okay?
So that's all.
Okay. Any questions for the gentleman? None? What's the wish of the committee?
Make a motion for stipulation.
What's the stipulations, Counselor?
Make sure they have someone to clean up at that.
Okay. So is that, if the dining room is closed, they close? If they're not sending somebody outside, is that what your stipulation is? Am I hearing that correctly?
Correct.
Okay. Counselor Net has a motion to approve with the stipulations that once the dining room is closed, that's when the business closed if employees aren't maintaining the property outside. Or
Okay.
allowed to maintain the property outside, as you mentioned. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? None. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries with those stipulations. Thank you.
What's that?
Okay, we have 124 Broad Street, George's Roast Beef, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Anybody here representing George's Roast Beef? Anybody? Anyone here for 124 Broad Street, George's Roast Beef?
Make a motion to table.
Motion to table.
Second.
Second, non-debatable. All in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? That license for renewal, extended hours renewal is tabled.
Council Field,
Yes.
can you just make this real clear that all your city councilors are getting major complaints in all their wards about litter, about trash all over the place, and that's why you do this every year, just to make sure these parking lots are clean. And we're just trying to make sure that we let everyone know that we want to make sure that these properties are clean.
Yeah, as Councilor Hogan just stated, He's in Ward 6, Councilor Alan Sung in Ward 3, Councilor Net at-large, and Councilor Mejri Madri in Ward 4, and all our other colleagues on the city council. We get these complaints all the time from people visiting the city, people that live in the city about the trash. So your responsibility when you agree to open a business is to maintain the inside of the business and the outside of the business. If you're not going to be maintaining the outside of the business, whether it's a restriction on your insurance or just a preference that you're having your employees follow, then you shouldn't be granted, in my opinion, an extended hour beyond that time. And I'm sure other colleagues will share that same feeling, as Councilor Hogan stated. So we have to answer to the public, and you're going to answer to us at your extended hours meeting annually. Thank you, Councilor. All right, we'll move along with Chestnut Street.
Okay, we have 668 Chestnut Street, Cumberland Farms, 24/7 with stipulations.
Okay. Come to the podium, state your name and your position with Cumberland Farms, please.
My name is Michael Conley. I'm the district manager.
Okay. And on your insurance policy, are there any stipulations not allowing employees to go outside to maintain the outside of the property or empty barrels?
No, sir.
No, sir? Okay, we have that for the record. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? That license is granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 164 Franklin Street, La Esquina, 11 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Come right to the podium, state your name and your position with the firm, please.
I'm Pimentel. I'm the owner.
The owner, okay. Your dining room is open until 3 a.m. or
No.
No.
I mean, we don't have a dining room. We have a takeout.
you have takeout only?
Yeah.
Okay,
We have benches. That's
okay, no bench, yeah, okay. We know where the location is. Any questions from the committee? None. What's the wish of the committee?
Make motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 120-122 Liberty Street, Speedway, 24/7.
Okay, just before we continue, I know if anybody needs interpretation, there is interpretation available. I should have said at the beginning of the meeting, I apologize. There is interpretation available in Spanish if anybody does need it. Thank you. All right, 120-122 Liberty Street, the Speedway downtown. Is there anybody representing Speedway here? Is there anyone in the audience representing 120 to 122 Liberty Street Speedway for a 24/7? Seeing none, what's the wish of the committee?
Hey, make motion to table.
We have a motion to table.
Second.
Second, non-debatable, all in favor to table?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? That license has been tabled.
Okay, we have 364 Linway, Crazy Buzzies, Sunday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 1 a.m., Thursday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 a.m., takeout only.
Anybody here representing Crazy Buzzies? Yep. Come to the podium, state your name and your position, please.
My name's Alexis Hannon, and I'm the manager.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? That license is granted. Thank you for that.
Here we have 377 Linway, Wendy's, 6:30 a.m. to 2 a.m., drive-through service.
Please come to the podium, state your name and your position with Wendy's and the Linway.
Natalie Perez. I'm the general manager.
Thank you. In your insurance, does that have any stipulations not allowing employees outside to maintain the outside of the property after the dining room closes?
No, sir.
No? Okay. We have that on the record. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any questions? None, all in favor? Aye, opposed?
Thank you.
I'll get to it at the end.
Here we have 525 Linway, Gulf Station, 24/7.
Anybody here for 525 Gulf? On the Linway. Okay, state your name and your position with the firm.
Abdul Hanan, owner.
Owner, okay. And your 24/7, you have any stipulations from your insurance company not allowing employees outside to maintain the property or to empty barrels while you're open?
No, sir.
No, okay, we have that on the record. What's the wish of the committee?
Council Field,
Yes.
I think, is there a name change?
Yes.
All right,
It's,
there's a name
Linway
change.
Gas.
Name change,
Linway-
okay.
Linway Gas, it's now
It's
called.
Linway Gas?
It's a Linway Gas.
Okay. It used to be Gulf?
It used to be Gulf Express.
We can make that. What's on the record, Madam Clerk?
Good catch.
Or 535 Linway?
525 Linway.
Yep. Says Gulf, which is
It says Gulf on the record here.
Oh, 525, okay, I'm
Yep.
sorry. Yeah, 525.
Is it Gulf?
It says
Gulf
Gulf
Express.
Express. Gulf Express?
No,
Linway Gas.
Linway Gas, no.
Linway Gas.
Yep, Limway Gas, Gulf Express.
Yeah, prior, it used to be Gulf Express.
Okay.
Do you want that, Gulf Express?
No, I wanted
Linway Gas.
to take it off. It's just Linway Gas now.
All right, so we'll make the motion for Linway Gas. We'll just change the name.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve.
Appreciate it.
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor? Aye, opposed, that license for 525 Linway Gas, Gulf Express, 24/7 is granted.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 535 Linway Noria, 24/7.
Anybody here from Noria on the Linway, 535 Shell gas station, Noria? Is anyone here to represent 535 Linway Noria? Seeing none, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion to table.
We have a motion to table. Second, non-debatable, all in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? That license has been tabled.
Yeah, we have 567 Linway McDonald's, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the dining room and drive-through 24/7.
Okay, state your name and your position with the firm, please.
My name is Beth Robbins, and I'm the office manager.
Office manager, okay. Do you know if there are any stipulations preventing employees from going outside to maintain the outside when the dining room closes at 10 p.m.?
No.
Or empty barrels?
No, sir.
You don't know, or there is none?
There is none.
There is
Sorry.
none, okay, good. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion
Question?
approved.
Yeah, I have a question,
Yep.
Mr. Chairman. You know, I love this place. We go there all the time, especially late night. But it's just depressing sometimes because it's so dirty. Like, people will go to the counter, order and eat it in the
inside?
parking lot. So how often you guys clean your trash barrels outside?
I would have to ask them. I don't know.
So if we approve this, just make sure that you have round-the-clock cleanup there.
I'll let them know,
Because
right.
it filled up easily and everybody will just throw all their trash everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Any other
Motion to
discussion?
approve,
Yep.
Mr. Chairman.
Motion, yep, we have a motion to approve, we've seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, that license is granted for 567 Linway McDonald's. Thank you.
Yeah, we have 821 Linway Starbucks, 4:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Anybody here for Starbucks? Yep, excellent. Come to the podium, please, and state your name and your position with the firm.
My name is Brian Mortensen. I'm the store manager.
Store manager, okay, Mr. Wilson. What time does the dining room close?
10:30.
10:30, same time?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions for the gentleman? None, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Motion to
Second.
approve?
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor? Aye, opposed, that license is granted, thank you.
Thank you.
And we have 341 Union Street, Domino's Pizza, 10:30 a.m. to 3 a.m., 7 days a week.
Attorney Vitale?
I'm Attorney Vitale. I represent Domino's on Union Street. The dining room is closed.
Yeah, delivery.
It's just takeout.
Takeout, okay. Just make sure they're maintaining everything, please. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second, any discussion? Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. And he's going to stay at the podium for 707 Western Ave, right, Madam Clerk?
Yep, Domino's Pizza,
Domino's
10:30
Pizza.
a.m. to 3
Attorney
a.m.
Vitale?
Similar operation as the previous one, and I talked with Councilor Hogan. We had no problems with it at all.
Thank you. Okay, just remember the maintenance outside, too. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Motion to approve?
Thank you.
Second, any discussion or questions? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted for 707 Western Ave, Domino's. Thank you, Attorney Vitale.
And finally, we have 969 Western Ave, AL Prime Energy, 24/7.
Neil, please state your name and your position with the firm.
Nora Albilani, Operation Manager.
Operation manager, okay. Now at AL Prime on Western Ave, that's right down by the bus terminal?
Yes.
Yeah. Any stipulations on the insurance preventing employees to go outside and maintain the property at any certain time of day?
No.
Nope, so they were able to empty barrels and clean up the property?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And AL Prime's been really good, so
Thanks.
please pass that along. I've witnessed it myself with a person going out with a duster and a broom to maintain the property. I wish every property was kept that way. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
You have a motion to approve, second. Any questions or discussion? None, all in favor? Aye, opposed, that license is granted. If we can take George's roast beef off the table, please. I see the owner here. Do we have a motion to take it off the table?
Motion to take it off the
We have a
table.
motion to take
Second.
George's roast beef at 124 Broad Street, correct? Second, all in favor to take it off the table?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Nope. Okay. 124 Broad Street, George's Roast Beef, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 11. What time does the dining room close? At 1?
1 p.m.
Okay.
1 a.m., sorry.
1 a.m. So you're maintaining inside and outside right up
Yes.
until that time? Okay. What's the, Councilor Meji Madri, this is your ward. Any?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion to approve. Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? That license is granted for 124 Broad Street, George's Roast Beef. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm really sorry about the late.
No, that's okay.
It was
We understand.
No parking outside.
Nope.
Coco, you froze.
Is there anyone else here for extended hours that we did not call? No? You can come to the podium, state your name.
My name is Mazhar Nizami, 3 Linfield 711, just the standard hours.
Standard hours?
Yes.
Yep, so there's no requirement for 7-Eleven.
Oh, right.
On Winfield Street. So 11 to 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
No, 5 to
5
midnight.
Okay. And that's what the current that's what the current hours are.
Exactly.
Okay. And yeah, okay. So we're good.
Yep.
Yep. All set.
Thank you.
We don't need to vote on that.
All set?
Thank you. Just have him. Thank you. All right, we'll move right along with sign license renewals.
Okay, we have one new license for a flammable license before we get to the renewals.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's stuck down here.
Yep.
11-13 Baldwin Street, Eric Z. Disposal.
Okay, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose. That license for the new flammable is granted. Thank you.
And the rest are license renewals.
We'll take them as a whole if we can.
Take them as a whole.
What's the wish of the committee on those?
Motion approved.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor?
Aye.
I opposed. All those are granted. We have 2 canning dates.
Yep, we have Lynn Classical Football Cheer Team, adults only, on July 27th, 2025, and the Lynn Classical Basketball Team, adults only, November 29th, 2025.
What's the wish of the committee on both of those?
Motion approved.
Motion approved on both?
Second, yeah.
Second on both. Any discussion on either? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Those canning dates are granted. Any other business, Madam Clerk?
I have nothing.
Nothing. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion adjourned.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed, we're adjourned. Good job, licensing.
Good evening, everyone. Today, June 17, 2025, I would like to call the Utilities Committee meeting to order. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Councilor Allensug.
Present.
Present. Councilor McLean. Absent. Councilor Hogan.
Present.
Present. Councilor Meji Madre.
Present.
Present. Councilor Meany. Councilor Meany. Absent. And Councilor Net.
Present.
Present.
Thank you. Okay, we have 2 items on the agenda. Madam Clerk, please read the first one.
We have petition of National Grid to install underground facilities on Pleasant Street and to install conduit to a new switchgear location at 44-54 State Street.
All right, so anybody here wish to speak in favor? Sir, name, address for the record, please.
John Jankowski, 170 Medford Street in Malden, Mass. I'm representing National Grid. We propose to install about 180 feet of PVC conduit from an existing manhole in the street, on Pleasant Street, to 44 State Street on the property. If you have any questions or concerns, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, just take your seat, sir. We'll finish the public hearing. Anybody here wish to speak in favor? In favor? Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. Anybody here wish to speak in opposition? 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 Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. Any questions from the councilors? I spoke with Councilor Chakoudas. She's okay and good to go. What is the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Second.
Second by Councilor Meji Madri. What is the next one, Madam Clerk?
We have a petition of Comcast to place 1 PVC conduit to provide service to 597 Essex Street.
Okay, is somebody here wish to speak in favor? Sir, name, address for the record, please.
Robert Rugman, 72 Myrtle Street, Hanover, Massachusetts, utility coordinator for Comcast.
Can you tell us more about this project, please, in brief?
So we're going to go from an existing manhole in the street, 44 feet, to go into the property at 597 Essex Street to provide service to that building.
All right, just take your seat, sir. Thank you. Anybody here wish to speak in favor? In favor? In favor. Saying none, the part of the hearing is closed. Anybody here wish to speak in opposition? Opposition? Opposition. Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. I also spoke with Councilor Chakoudas, and she gave me the go signal for this. Any questions from the councilors? What is the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Approve?
Yeah, second.
Second? Granted, sir. Saying aye? Do we have new and old business, Madam Clerk?
No new business.
No business, no old business and new business. What is the wish of the committee?
I make a motion to adjourn.
A second?
All right, call to order, Public Property and Parks Committee. Roll call, please.
Councilor Chakoudas?
Present.
Present. Councilor LaPierre?
Present.
Present. Councilor Net?
Present.
Present. Councilor Matul? Absent. Councilor Alansog?
Present.
Present.
All right.
Okay, the first order of business, we have a discussion. Ordered that His Honor the Mayor is hereby authorized to execute an assignment of memorandum of understanding for the future sale of a portion of Wyoming Square Municipal Parking Lot to Javier Hungria Acosta.
Attorney Lamanna, would you like to discuss this?
Several years ago, the City Council Public Property Committee voted to enter into an agreement with the owner of True Value to sell a parcel of land that wasn't needed for the Wyoming Street lot. As it turns out, the owner of True Value is in the process of selling his business to a new property owner, understanding, and Council Meany can speak better on this than myself, that it'll be a Mexican restaurant. So we're still in land court in order to subdivide the municipal lot, so this would allow the transfer to happen once the land court approves the separation of the lot, the subdivision.
Does anyone have any questions for Attorney Lamanna? All right, what is the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilor Chakoudas?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul, absent. Councilor Alansog?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, the second is two bids, sale of Cannon Rock Road.
All right, Attorney Lamanna.
Purchasing department sent out letters to abutters. There's some wooded area up by the rear Cannon Rock Road that has no frontage on a public way. Some of the neighbors have expressed a desire for it to be sold with a stipulation that can never be developed. There's a concern that perhaps there could be access from Peabody, I believe, behind rear Cannon Rock Road. We received two bids, one in the amount of $2,500, second bid amount of $11,000. Both would guarantee that the property would be landscaping and forever in the wild condition. So it seemed appropriate to take the high bid here since both bids had the same condition.
Anyone have any questions for Attorney Lamanna? No? All right, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion to move forward with the highest bidder.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All right, roll call?
And if I could, and authorize the mayor to execute a deed with the high bidder, if you just add that, so that would get filed along with the deed at the time of the closing.
Okay. So should we add that into?
Council up.
Yeah, friendly amendment to add that to the motion, please.
Do you have a second on that?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilor Chakoudas?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul, absent. Councilor Alansog?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we have other business. We have a request from the Public Health Division to use the front lawn, both sides of the main entrance of City Hall on July 29th, 2025, from 4 to 6 p.m. for a summer resource fair.
All right, is Erin here from the health? Hey, Erin. Erin from the Health Department is here.
Yes, hello. My name is Irini. I represent the Public Health Division, and I am here to request permission to use the lawn on either side of the main entrance of City Hall on July 29th for a summer resource fair where we hope to invite other departments in the city as well as community organizations to table and hopefully have some resources out for people that are walking by and would like to see what we have to offer. And then again on September 8th for the National Recovery Month event where we hope to table and share resources related to substance use disorder, treatment, recovery, etc. And then if possible, as I noticed that it's raining today, if it's raining on those dates, if we could use the foyer inside as an alternative, that's okay.
All right. Anybody have any questions? No? What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
And we have one more for September 8th, 2025. The time is to be determined for our National Recovery Month event in the foyer.
Sorry.
National Recovery Month in the foyer, someone from the health department.
Someone else from the health department here for that? No? National Recovery Month. I think they've done this in the past also. They've used the foyer for that. Does anybody have any questions regarding it? No. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Go ahead, Councilor Net.
Please roll call.
Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present Counsel Walsh?
Present.
Counsel Field?
Please read transfer.
We have $1,020,169 from free cash for deficits of DPW snow and ice accounts.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$516,050 from reserve for the IT parking and health insurance expenses.
Approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$164,000 from streetlight expense to the ISD expense.
Motion approved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $198,000 from off-street parking expense to parking department prior year bill.
Motion approved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$50,000 to the Council on Aging payroll to fund operations for the rest of FY '25.
What's the wish committee?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$697 from care of dogs for a prior year bill.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Certified funds, please.
We have $128,685.85 to the Health Department for the Mass Large Cities Health Coalition Entities Grant Program.
Motion to approve?
Motion approved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$125,000 to the Health Department for the FY '26 Mass Call Substance Misuse Prevention Grant Program.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$100,000 to the Health Department for the FY '25 Community Transit Grant Program.
Motion approved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Adoption, creation of revolving funds, please.
And we have an order to accept the adoption of proposed ordinances to be established via the following ordinances attached for all existing revolving funds that the City of Lynn desires to maintain with caps and annual spending limits for FY '26. Following revolving funds with the cap and annual limit are abandoned property, $500,000, $150,000 annual limit. Lynn Auditorium, unlimited, $5 million. Cannabis revolving fund, unlimited, $3 million. Comcast PEG Access, unlimited, $1 million. Verizon Peg Access, unlimited, 1 million. Community Garden, unlimited, 50,000. Parkland Ave Dog Park, unlimited, 25,000. Parks and Recreation, unlimited, 50,000. Cultural District, unlimited, 20,000. Handicap parking fines, 200,000 with 50,000. Insurance proceeds, unlimited, 250,000. Fourth of July fireworks celebration, unlimited, unexpended monies. Law Enforcement Trust, unlimited, 200,000. Sale of Lynn Libraries, unlimited, no cap, one time. Parking meter receipts, unlimited, 300,000. Pine Grove Cemetery land grade, unlimited, 150,000. Pine Grove Cemetery perpetual, unlimited, 250,000. Repair recently repaved roads, unlimited, 250,000. Special need camps, unlimited, 250,000. Lynn Stadium Commission, unlimited, 250,000. Tax title collection, unlimited, 150,000. Overflow trash bags, unlimited, 150,000. Vaccine insurance, unlimited, 100,000. Park use security deposit, unlimited, 75,000. Compost bin revolving fund, unlimited, 150,000. Traffic island revolving fund, unlimited, 100,000. Arts and culture revolving fund, unlimited, 150,000. Northern Strand Bike Pack, unlimited, 150,000. Senior Center Operations, unlimited, 200,000. Grand Army of the Republic, unlimited, 10 million. Tree Gift Fund, unlimited, 250,000. Creative Advertising Trash, unlimited, 100,000. 2 State Street Fund, unlimited, 250,000. Rhodes Memorial Chapel, unlimited, 250,000. Win Innovation Revolving, unlimited, 50,000. Crown Family Library, unlimited, 50,000. Poet Laureate Fund, unlimited, 200,000. 195 Market Street Fund, unlimited, 1.5 million.
What's the wish committee?
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Any new business and an emergency?
Actually, we'll be back next week, so there's no need for emergencies as long
No.
as they're done next week.
No need emergency today?
No,
Okay.
next week they'll be approved.
All right, perfect. Okay.
Motion
Any
to
new
adjourn.
business? Motion adjourned?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
We started with our council meeting in just a moment, but I'll invite Mayor Nicholson to join me up here at the podium.
Mayor Nicholson, please.
Thank you, Mayor. So last week I was on social media and I was scrolling through, like many of us often do, and something had caught my attention. And it really kind of shows the character of this person. And I saw her in my neighborhood maybe a few months back, and I looked, and she had some kids with her. And didn't know what she was doing, but smiled, and then followed up and said it was her. And I sent her a message through social media. And Marissa, you know, I said we had some questions and we needed your advice tonight just to get you here, so I apologize for a slight fib. And there's certain moments as a counselor that we honor special people in our community. And I know when I first met Marissa and heard about her experiences growing up, and now what she's done as a foster parent, I'll read what I read on her social media. And she was acknowledged last week by DCF. Was it last week, Marissa? Okay. And we felt as a council and as a city that it's important to recognize somebody like Marissa, because somebody like her, when I think of her, you know, there's words like inspirational, hero, those types of words come to mind for what she's done. And I'm going to explain what she's done, and she's going to come up here and explain even more in detail, and Mayor Nicholson will be sharing his thoughts. And what I read, so this year, Marissa Pike was awarded as Foster Parent of the Year for 2025 for the state of Massachusetts. And you think this must be like decades and years of experience that Marissa has, but it's not. It hasn't even been 2 full years. And how this reads is, since opening her home, Marissa has cared for nearly 100 children, and that's gone well beyond that. I think it's at over 125 now, if I'm Coming right to that number, right? Marissa is deeply committed to her unique child and teen who enters each unique child and teen who enters her home. Once a child is placed in her care, they immediately gain a fierce advocate who will work tirelessly to ensure they receive everything they need and deserve. Marissa is being celebrated for her positive impact on so many children and teens. And that's what was read there. So I'll invite Mayor Nicholson, and then I'll invite Marissa up as we read the citation and my colleagues. Thank you, Mayor.
Good evening. Thank you, Councilor Field. Thank you to the council for hosting us. Just so excited to be able to join in the congratulations to Marissa's amazing service to the community in opening up her home and her heart and on such needed occasions in these young people's lives. We so greatly appreciate it. And this is an official citation of the mayor's office. Be it known that Mayor Jared C. Nicholson hereby extends his most sincere congratulations and his great appreciation to Marissa Pike in recognition of your award for the Foster Parent of the Year 2025. Congratulations.
I'm going to read the citation on behalf of the City Council, and if my colleagues would like to join up here, and then I will invite Marissa to kind of just share on some of what I wasn't able to fulfill in my remarks. It reads, the office of the Lynn City Council offers their sincerest congratulations to Marissa Pike, Foster Parent of the Year 2025, in recognition of your dedicated service to DCF, and thank you for opening your home and your heart to some of the region's most vulnerable children. The Lynn City Council acknowledges your accomplishments, dedication in just these couple years to the community and overall excellence, serves as an inspiration for all to follow. And on behalf of a grateful and proud city, we bestow this official citation this day, the 17th day of June, 2025, signed by myself, Council President Walsh, Vice President Chakutis, and all the colleagues here on the Lynn City Council. Congratulations, Marissa.
This is a good surprise. This is not what Brian told me this was for, but I am very grateful for this. When I talk about foster care, often I really want people to think about the idea of becoming a foster parent. I wouldn't be a foster parent without telling you all to consider. I started fostering at 25 years old. I'm 27. I work Lynn 911 on the ambulances, and I'm a single parent right now, adopting 2 children. If I can do it, I see a lot of able bodies in this room. You guys can do it too. I can't think of a more deserving group of people that deserve it. I've had, to this day, as of last night, 132 kids, and I don't regret any bit of it. I love it, guys. I'm blessed to be able to do it. I spent 10 years in care myself, and I love being able to give back to the kids and tell them my story. It's nice to see someone on the other side of this. So I really want to thank Brian for this. One of my friends actually lives on his street, who's a new foster parent, and he says that he saw me over there because we're a community. And so I go over there a lot to help with her kiddos, but she also helps with mine. And so, yeah, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate this. Thanks to the city. Consider fostering, guys. We need homes desperately. These kids need it.
People are watching at home, too.
Yeah, even the people watching, the department desperately needs homes, and these people are deserving. This is one of my little guys that I'm adopting.
Yeah.
Can you say hi, Austin?
Austin!
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
That's great. Picture? Yeah. Picture. Take a quick picture.
Yeah. Thank you, Jared.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Going to call the June 17th council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Counsel Alanson?
Present.
Present Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present Counsel Field?
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present Counsel LaPierre?
Present.
Present Counsel Matul? Absent Counsel McLean? Absent Counsel Amini? Present. Present Counsel Meji Madre?
Present.
Present Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel Walsh?
Present. Councilor McLean has had a death in the family, and she's doing some Juneteenth stuff, so she won't be here tonight. And Councilor Obed's not feeling well, so I just want everybody to know that. We all rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Mr. President, like you said, we keep family of Councilor McLean, her brother Eric Lane, and also Drew Russo and his family.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Accept the minutes from May 27th.
Motion to accept.
Motion is set. We have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Accepted. Communications.
We have no communications.
Public hearings.
We have a public hearing on the fiscal year 2026 budget.
All right. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? I think the mayor's going to come up. Come on up, Mr. Mayor. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Council President Walsh, and good evening, councilors. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You have before you a balanced budget that I'm honored to present to you for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of $533,106,166, and would like to share this overview message. And I know that we have members of the city's financial team, of my office, and various city departments too that are available for questions. And this is really the last step in what has been a several-month-long process, working with many of you, in particular Council President Walsh. Councilor LaPierre is the chair of the budget subcommittee. But the City of Lynn's fiscal discipline is, I believe, becoming more of an established pattern, and we see that this year. And although the structural pressures on municipal budgets are very much still with us, revenue growth is always limited, except for whatever happens with private investment and new growth, as well as over the years, a reliable increase has been state education aid, which, as you know, only can be used for education. So those increases, those being the only sources, they just don't keep up with the annual cost increase, particularly the pace at which healthcare and pension rises. And then this year, the last couple of years, we've had inflationary pressures as well. So despite those sort of structural issues, we've been developing good habits and staying within our means, and that's allowed us to make targeted investments, particularly taking advantage of opportunities like grants which become available, which we've talked about a lot here. This year, I would say that the main challenge that we face financially is uncertainty, even beyond our normal municipal finance issues, and that's a result of the current federal administration, which has cut or threatened to cut really a wide range of funding sources for municipalities. And some of those cuts have been attempted and reversed by the courts, but that's still up in the air in terms of how that might play out. Thus far, many of the cuts that would have affected us most in public health or public safety, transportation, education have been paused or avoided. But unfortunately, as you know, the important work that the city had been advancing around urban forestry has been stymied by the cessation of the Arbor Day Foundation's grant by the federal government. Last fall, through a partnership with National Grid, the city announced that it was able to secure funding for a first-of-its-kind energy manager, tasked with improving Lynn's long-term climate resiliency measures and assisting residents with improving energy efficiency and reducing their energy costs. In February, we were informed that the federal government was cutting the funding for that position, but thanks to the state's approval of Mass Save funding, we're very pleased to report that the position was not lost and that is proceeding. An open item that is still pending is our responsibility for collective bargaining agreements, which reach the end of their terms in a couple weeks. And we have been in the middle of productive negotiations, and we look forward to continued productive negotiations with the city's various bargaining units. So while we've made great progress, our commitment to financial discipline must, and I believe in this budget does, remain firm in the face of continued long-term pressures on municipal budgets and the short-term vicissitudes of federal funding decisions. A major step forward in our efforts to institutionalize best practice in financial government is in the charter reform that was proposed by the Charter Review Committee, which were appointed by you, the council, and myself, which was unanimously approved by you in April and signed and is in the legislature now. And I believe those changes will help us keep our momentum in professionalizing municipal government, including a more robust capital planning process that will be led by our new capital projects unit starting next year, with a focus on cybersecurity and our new director of informational technology. This year's Lynn Public Schools budget is $269,500,000, and as we continue to fully fund our schools, which has been a commitment that we have made, the threshold to fully fund the schools is somewhat of a moving target, as you are aware, but we've made that commitment and have been able to do that. We even exceeded it last year by a little over $1 million, primarily due to higher health insurance expenditures for LPS employees than was anticipated. I think another important example of the city's commitment to education that you all have been a major part of is the opening of 3 new schools this coming fall. These buildings, which were renovated and repurposed with city funds, utilize contracted vendors to fulfill a vision and design that was guided by LPS in their programmatic needs. And so the new Frederick Douglass Collegiate Academy at 195 Market Street will double the enrollment and capacity of the very successful Early College High School. The new City Arts and Sciences Academy at Fecto O'Leary will offer a design-themed alternative middle and high school focused on project-based learning. And the new Virginia Barton Educational Center at Briar Cliff, which is already open, has a custom space that's custom built for the team's special education program, and has also allowed us to increase capacity at Lynn Vocational Technical Institute, including new biotechnology, construction craft laborers, and cosmetology vocational programs. And those openings are only possible because of the productive use we made of one-time funds in support of the council and school committee, and then city and LPS staff and contractors, and feedback and participation from students and parents and educators. We remain committed to improving city operations, and one area that the city has been focused on is upgrading our vehicle fleet. And to that end, we've proposed a new position of a fleet manager to bring greater focus to the maintenance of our vehicles and support for the staff who maintain and operate them, and that's proposed in this budget. Another area of focus for the city's operations has been the cleanliness of our streets. We have gotten, I think, great results from the Roca street crew that has been working with us, overseen by DPW. That is a workforce development program, as you know, for participants, and has a very strong track record of job placement with, last time we checked, 22 young people from this program having transitioned to outside employment, having gotten into the workforce through this program. The program was originally funded with American Rescue Plan Act funds, and those funds were exhausted. And so we're proposing to continue this program going forward through some funds from the city budget, some funds from the Off-Street Parking Commission, given the work they do to help keep the lots clean, and some opioid settlement funds as well, given the work they do around needle removal and the continued workforce development training that they provide. The budget also allows us to purchase 2 heavy and 4 light snow fighter vehicles for the DPW, a new set of 20 external defibrillators for the fire department, motorcycles for a new Lynn Police Department unit, and another LiDAR radar unit for traffic enforcement, which has been helpful. We'll be hiring more police officers, continuing LPD's aggressive pursuit of external hiring opportunities, traffic control officers to help fill police details, and building inspectors after we were able to bring even more of our inspection operation in-house, which is a cost saving from previously used external vendors for that work. In the long term, we continue to seek new industrial growth to create good-paying jobs and to diversify our tax base, and we continue to aggressively pursue every opportunity to plug Lynn into the region's innovation economy, and will aggressively pursue any opportunity that may result from the federal government's push to increase domestic manufacturing, as evidenced most recently by our involvement in a regional effort to establish a state-designated tech hub for climate technology in the blue economy, which mirrors and ultimately will seek to join a federal program. So again, I want to thank the entire team who helped with the development of this budget. City Council President Jay Walsh, Councilor Brian LaPierre, Chair of the Council's Budget Committee, our Chief Financial Officer, Michael Bertino, and his whole team, and all the department heads and their various teams, including my office as well. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor about the budget? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Anyone in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition to the city budget? Anybody want to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. It's the wish of the council. Council LaPierre.
Thank you, Mr. President. This body got the mayor's budget with his team in good, timely order, I would say. As the mayor indicated in his overview, we had a very collaborative approach with yourself, myself, and our budget subcommittee. We've had all the necessary discussions. And, no budget is perfect, as the mayor alluded to. And we're very fortunate to have the money that we have coming in from the state, particularly in Chapter 70 education funds. But also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a few shortcomings, and we have been having dialogue around these. These are just calls that I've received most recently around just programs that we aren't able to fund. And one was the summer youth, and I see what's going on just next door, folks that are receiving jobs, but some didn't receive a job this summer that they did last summer, and that was only because we had the funding. We used federal ARPA funds, and the demand is very high. I don't think anyone can dispute that over 800 students, young people in our city applied for, and we don't have the funding to put everybody to work this summer as we did last. So there are some people that are going to be coming up a little short this summer, because we only employ around 300, I imagine, with the funds we have. But that's one shortcoming. The other is the Lynn Tech Summer Swim Program. I've gotten numerous calls about trying to continue that program. It's a well-worthy program that doesn't cost a lot. It's funded out of the DPW and Parks and Rec. So, a budget, it looks good, as we are going to recommend adoption this evening, but it's only as good as its implementation. And I think we have to be very cautious, as the mayor said, both on the federal level. And, when we have a program get cut or we can't survive or enhance programs in our city, we don't have that sort of rainy day fund, if you will, that our state has to counteract any of the federal grants and programs that are on the chopping block maybe after July 1. It's a wait-and-see moment for us. I think by adopting this budget, and it's a balanced budget, which is terrific, but monitoring it is going to be equally important as we get past July 1 and get into fiscal year 26 in earnest. So I just would like this august body to recognize that we couldn't do everything, but the mayor and his budget team did the best they can under circumstances where we just don't have what we had in past years, particularly around ARPA and the money we used to redo all of our playgrounds, for example, which are ribbon cutting every week now, but that took years to put into play with federal dollars, and we're not seeing those dollars any longer. In contrast, we're actually potentially going to see cuts from those monies that we relied on in the past to improve our city. So it's a cautionary tale. It's a good budget. It's a solid budget. It's a creative budget. It went through the budget subcommittee. We listened to all of the department heads on June 3rd, and I would recommend adoption of the FY 2026 budget as it is presented to us by the mayor and his financial team. Thank you, Mr. President.
So we have a motion to accept.
Second.
We have a second. All right. Discussion on it. Just one thing I'll say, too. I just want to thank the mayor and his team and everybody. Councilor Hogan and I brought to his attention that they weren't doing the lights down at McManus Field, and we were able to pull it together and get those fundings. Councilor Field brought up some of the shortfalls with lighting down at Fraser, and they were able to put that money together. So we appreciate everybody. Although not everything gets funded the way we want it, we really looked at it hard and did our best with it here. So I'm excited about the things we're going to be doing. Any other discussion on the budget? We have a motion. We have a second. Would the clerk read the budget into the record, please?
Okay, we have general government, the mayor and incidentals, $1,021,473. Administrative aid to the council, $565,565. Clerk of council, $3,000.
Hold on a second. I think you have something.
How it needs to be read is broken down in personnel and expenses by department.
Really, Jim?
Yes.
Apologize.
Can I object?
Okay. All right, thank you, Jim.
Okay, let's do this again.
Thank you.
Mayor and incidentals, payroll, $719,339. Expense, $302,134, for a total of $1,021,473. Administrative aid to the council, payroll, $506,450. Expense, $59,115, for a total of $565,565. Clerk of council, one payroll for $3,000, total $3,000. Chief financial officer, payroll, $435,212. Expense, $44,000, for a total of $479,212. Comptroller, payroll, $390,251. Expense, $134,020, for a total of $524,271. Treasurer and collector, payroll, $621,858. Expense, $151,882, for a total of $773,740. Assessors payroll, $691,771. Expense, $101,100, for a total of $792,871. City clerk payroll, $666,870. Expense, $137,300, and capital, $15,600, for a total of $819,770. License commission, payroll, $31,602. Expense, $2,200, for a total of $33,802. Precinct offices, $83,000 for payroll, no expense. Purchasing, payroll, $440,997. Expense, $52,816, for a total of $493,813. IT department, payroll, $363,633. Expense, $1,749,080, for a total of $2,112,713. Unemployment compensation, $100,000. Workman's compensation, $900,000. Personnel department, payroll, $449,206. Expense, $113,618, for a total of $562,824. City solicitor, payroll, $592,210. Expense, $180,077. Awards and executions, $19,447, for a total of $791,734. Capital projects, payroll, $573,744. Expense, $15,603,577, for a total of $16,177,321. City School Inspectional Services and Health Department, payroll, $7,355,465. Expense, $10,141,198, for a total of $17,496,653. Planning and culture, payroll, $324,395. Expense, $75,200, for a total of $399,595. The total for the general government, $44,131,357. Public safety, police department, payroll, $23,800,089. Expense, $1,234,436. Capital, $446,623, for a total of $25,481,148. Fire Department payroll, $22,710,899. Expense, $1,193,880. Capital, $85,000, for a total of $23,989,779. Fire alarm payroll, $940,220. Expense, $81,100, for a total of $1,021,320. Street lighting, $830,000. Emergency management payroll, $16,550. No expense. Harbor master payroll, $2,100. Expense, $5,040, for a total of $7,140. Office of Animal Control payroll, $88,347. Expense, $49,510, for a total of $137,857. Total public safety, $1,483,794. Education payroll and expense, $269,500,000. Total education, $269,500,000. Public service, Department of Public Works, one payroll, $4,138,616. Expense, $12,732,756. Capital, $142,965. Total, $17,014,337. Parking Department, payroll, $964,045. Expense, $600,000, for a total of $1,564,045. And the total for the total public service is $18,578,382. Health and Welfare, Council for the Aged, one payroll, $486,231. Office of the Veterans, payroll, $253,952. Expense, $548,459, for a total of $802,411. Total health and welfare, $1,288,642. Culture and recreation, payroll, $1,148,030. Expense, $171,879. Total is $1,319,909. Celebrations for Independence Day, $10,500. The Grand Army of the Republic, payroll, $72,921. Expense, $23,302, for a total of $96,223. Total culture and recreation comes to $1,426,632. Non-departmental items, capital, $2,895,969. Nothing for capital. Property casualty insurance. Health and life insurance, $56,502,755. Reserve fund, $1,444,500. Life insurance, $301,500. FICA match, $4,220,775. Wage stabilization fund, $2,014,801. The total for the non-departmental is $67,380,300. Indebtedness, we have interest at $3,635,000. Bonds, $4,752,390. New issued debt service, $1,750,000. Total in debt is $10,137,390. Pensions contribution, $41,499,140. And offset amounts to be raised, the offsets are $45,375,417 and $2,305,112. So the total offset amounts are $47,680,529, bringing the total budget to $553,106,165. That's it.
Can you repeat that?
Did you want page 3 repeated twice? We can do that, no. All right. Any other questions? Nope. Council on that? So we have a motion, we have a second for the budget to accept. Roll call?
Counsel Alanson?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Matul absent. Counsel McLean absent. Counsel Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes, budget passes.
And I have one more.
We have one more thing?
Yes,
Okay.
see Jim, he just keeps coming.
Thanks, Jim. We appreciate that, Jim.
Okay, and the final piece to the budget. Whereas pursuant to LLC 44, Section 32, the mayor submitted a proposed budget for fiscal year 2026 to the city council on May 13, 2025, and whereas the city council advertised and will hold a public hearing to consider the proposed budget on June 17, 2025, and any other dates necessary as advertised in the public hearing notice. And whereas upon motion, the city council accepted the budget as submitted by the mayor. Now therefore be it voted that the city council of Lynn hereby adopts and approves the budget for FY 2026, the sum of $553,106,166, less the offsets of $47,680, $47,680,529, resulting in a budget of $505,106,166, which sum shall appear appropriated and raised by taxation and other sources listed below. The sum of $177,004 from the Gannon Golf Course Enterprise Fund shall be allocated to cover the course debt service. The sum of $175,000 from parking meter receipts shall be allocated to support parking department, and the sum of $253,560 from the COA formula grant shall be allocated to fund the COA personnel. The sum of $0 from free cash.
Attorney Lamanna, this is a separate item, right? We can vote on this separately?
This could be voted on separately.
Okay, all right, okay. What's the wish of the council for this particular part? The budget has been passed.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Counsel Alanson?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Matul absent. Counsel McLean absent. Counsel Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Next public hearing.
Lost my place. Okay, we have abandonment of a portion of Franklin Street near the Boys and Girls Club.
Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this? Come on up to the podium if you're in favor of the abandonment. I think John Tebow from the mayor's office is coming up.
Good evening, Council President. Thank you for having me. John Tebow, Chief of Staff for Mayor Nicholson, and I'm here to speak in support of this abandonment, which will allow for pedestrian safety improvements as part of the Boys and Girls Club project. Boys and Girls Club has been a great partner sharing their vision for this transformative project for their space. The planning department and planning board, as well as DPW, has been included and reviewed this project and this abandonment. The library and the library board of trustees is also excited about the project overall. We're supportive of the abandonment and hope that you'll pass it.
All right, thank you. Anyone else want to speak in favor of this? Anyone else want to speak in favor? Anyone in favor? Seeing on that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition to this? Anybody want to speak in opposition? Anybody want to speak in opposition? Seeing on that part of the hearing is closed, what's the wish of the council? Councilor Jacutis.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. We have a planning letter we're going to read too. Will the clerk read the planning letter?
Dear President Walsh, at a meeting of the Lynn Planning Board held this afternoon, the board held a public hearing on the proposed abandonment of a portion of Franklin Street pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 82, Section 32A. Motion by Dave Angeli, second by Paul Price, to recommend the Lynn Council abandon a portion of Franklin Street as advertised on June 2nd, 2025, and June 9th in the daily item. All in favor. Sincerely, Robert Stillian, Chairman.
All right, so we have a motion, a second. Any discussion on this? Roll call.
Mr. President.
Council Meany?
For the folks at home, what is the big plan? Why are we abandoning this property?
Maybe we could have John Tebow come up and answer that question.
So the portion of the street that would get abandoned right now is sort of like an L shape. If you're familiar with the entrance to the library, you have to sort of pull off and into their parking lot. So all of that L would get abandoned, the sidewalk would continue from Franklin. It wouldn't make that curve, it would go straight. The Boys and Girls Club would then build out the front lawn and replace some trees as well to sort of make the area look a little bit more aesthetically appealing. The library, which you may have noticed, there's gonna be a curb cut directly onto Franklin Street, which will allow for easier access into and out of the parking lot. So that'll make it safer for not only the people driving vehicles, but also pedestrians commuting.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? So a motion, we have a second. Roll call?
Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Matul absent, Counselor McLean absent, Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Mejia Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh?
Yes, motion carries. Next public hearing.
We have 53 Commercial Street, petition of Ruben Ramirez to park 2 commercial vehicles on residential property with a home occupation permit for landscaping business.
Anyone wishing to speak in favor about this? Anybody wishing to speak in favor?
He's coming.
Okay.
Say your name and address.
I'm Ruben Ramirez. I live on 53 Commercial Street.
Okay.
And I'm requesting to park 2 commercial vehicles for my own. And I have a big yard and big space. And all my tenants park on the parking lot, so nobody parks on the street.
Okay. All right. If anyone has any questions, just have a seat, and we'll do the rest of the public hearing, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor about this? Anybody wishing to speak in favor? Anybody wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition to this? Anybody want to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Counselor Hogan.
Yes, I'm very familiar with this property. He has a lot of privacy fencing in place. He has a business right next to him, and he has one residence right next to him that he's also already spoken to. So I'm going to make a motion to approve, but with some stipulations. My stipulation is going to be a motion to approve. Also, I've been in close communication with ISD Inspector Chris Poole, so these are the motions for the stipulations I'd like to put in place. 2 trucks for stipulations, but vehicles be limited to size less than 14,000 and 1 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which is the GVWR, and not to allow any vehicles with the audible backup alarms for the residential area. And then also my other stipulation would be just to come back for a 6-month review and just to know that Mr. Ramirez and everything is going smoothly. So that's my stipulations with a motion to approve.
Okay, so a motion to approve.
Second.
Stipulation, second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Field?
Yes, with the
Yes,
stipulation.
Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor LaPierre?
I'm going to abstain because I didn't hear the conversation, the discussion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Counselor Matul absent, Counselor McLean absent, Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Mejia Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh?
Yes, motion carries. Next public hearing.
Okay, we have 340 Broadway, petition of Mario Hernandez Goday to open a new bubble tea store with the hours of operation 7 days per week from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Is anybody here from this establishment? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition to this? Anybody in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. What's the wish of the council? Councilor Meany?
Yeah, I spoke with the proprietor, and I'm very much in favor of this, so I encourage my colleagues to pass this motion, please.
Is there a motion to approve? We have a second.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Roll call.
Counselor Allen?
I love boba tea, yes.
Yes, for Boba. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Matul absent, Counselor McLean absent, Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Mejia Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh?
Yes, motion carries. Next public
We
hearing.
have 414 Broadway, petition of Chintan Patel to open a Dairy Queen food service establishment.
Anyone wishing to speak in favor, come on up to the podium.
Good evening, Council President, members of the council. I'm here with my client, Chintan Patel. Chintan has been a businessman in Lynn. For the last 10 years, he's owned Western Avenue Convenience on the corner of Chatham Street. He also owns Audette Liquors on Boston Street. Now he'd like to open a third business, a Dairy Queen, at the site of the old Santander Bank at 414 Broadway. It'll be a grill and chill concept Dairy Queen, which means that in addition to ice cream, there'll be limited other menu items such as hot dogs, hamburgers, and French fries. Those of you, I know everybody knows that right around the bend on Broadway, until recently, there was a Cal's Cream soft serve ice cream place, which closed. And years ago, for those of us old enough, where the Walgreens is, used to be a Dairy Queen. We think this would be an ideal solution to use that building, which has been vacant for a very long time. There's been a lot of proposals for using that building, some good, some not so good, but this is a good one. And we've worked closely with Councilor Meany on this, and we'd like to see this get approved. Chintan's here if you have any questions for him.
Okay. Just have a seat if anyone has any questions, or anyone else wants to speak in favor. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor about this? Jeffrey, come up to the podium.
Honest to God, Jeffrey Eric Yaffa, 500 Essex Street, apartment number 16 in Lynn, Massachusetts. I worked at 3N Convenience and as an official job for a year and a half. So if the Patels, who are part of that LTD, that whole group, want to have a place like that, I would highly recommend it because of their experience in that business. And the location sounds really, really safe to me, too.
Okay.
Honest to God.
Thank
you. And I've been asked by one of the people that worked with me at that store to go around and help some more on my own with the stores and to see what I come up with. So I would highly recommend, if they like that idea, the Patels, that it sounds real good.
All right,
That's from my working at their business with them.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone wishing to speak in favor, come on up to the podium in favor. How you doing?
Good. My name is Susanna James, and I live at Meadow Court, which is right around the corner from where he wants to put the business. It's a great idea because, like the other gentleman said, there's no other ice cream place around. I have my neighbors here with me. They're all in favor of it. I've known him for a while, since he's been at Audette's. Very professional. He's always improving on the property there. He's always making something new to make it look better. Great attention to detail, this gentleman. Friendly, and he's a great neighbor. So I'd like to see it happen.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming up. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor?
Good evening. My name is Paul Tebow. I've been a resident of Lynn my whole life, 58 years. I live next door to Western Ave Convenience. That's how I met Mr. Patel, because when they redid the store, the contractor put the air conditioning unit too close to our house, which kept my wife awake, which was a problem. I talked with Mr. Patel the next day, and they suggested, he suggested he'd move it to the front side towards Western Ave, which I've been in construction 40 years. I knew would be expensive. I told him all he needed to do was cover it. He moved the whole system, which at a great cost to him, between $5,000 and $7,000. But any problems we've had, which that's the only one in the last, I don't know how many years, they've addressed. Very good neighbors, kept the property spotless. And I think when I was a little kid, we'd play baseball, and then afterwards we'd go up, my father and mother, we'd go to the Dairy Queen. Well, there's nothing like that around here. You know, there used to be Cow's Cream, that's gone. I just think it's time. I think it would be good for the future, Lynn, to start having some good memories about.
Great, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor about this? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody in opposition? Anybody, come on up to the podium, give me your name and your address. Hello, how you doing?
My name is Edie Sarantias. I live at 408 Broadway. I'm literally a few feet away from the building, and I have a list of concerns that I have. My first concern is how late this is going to be open, till 10 o'clock at night. That's going to disturb quiet time and noise in direct view. I'm concerned about trash. I'm concerned about rodents. I'm concerned about the lighting. I'm concerned about the drive-through and how loud that's going to be. A very big concern for me is parking. We already have an issue at Flax Pond condominiums with Solomini parking in our places. This is now going to make a double issue for us. We already have to have those cars towed, so now when this business comes in, it's going to be a double parking issue. Another concern is Broadway's traffic is an absolute nightmare at the most quiet time. So this business is going to bring in a lot more people, and that's going to bring in a lot of more traffic issues. It's also not zoned for food. And I also sent an email to Mr. Meany and Mr. LaPierre, and I never got a response about my concerns.
All right, thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone else want to speak in opposition to this? Anyone else in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. What is the wish of the council? Council Meany.
Yeah, so I'm in favor of this. We did have we had a community meeting, a sit down to discuss this, to address concerns. I do understand that not everyone is going to be happy with this decision. However, I do think in the best interest of Lynn, this is a good idea. And going forward, I think people will see it as a success. So,
Okay.
motion
all right.
to approve.
A motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion from the council on this? Council Field?
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to mention, I echo the comments of a number of the residents. I'm familiar with Mr. Patel. He's not an absentee owner. He's very active in all his businesses that he has. If I'm not mistaken, he is a resident of the city, too. And he does put in the effort, and we heard that tonight by those that spoke in favor. Like Councilor Meany says, you know, it's not going to please everybody, and as an abutting business, we know that. We know the you know, what it takes, but there is a fire station, you know, right next door that makes just as much noise, too. It's not so much the noise, and I think if people were paying attention to our licensing committee, we're certainly firm on what our expectations are as keeping properties clean, and we would expect the same of a business of what's being proposed here at 414 Broadway for a Dairy Queen. So I know any resident concerns will certainly fall on us to address, and I know there have been some other proposals in the past that just didn't meet the requirements, you know, of the ward council or our own planning department or anyone else. And this is why I'm supporting it with a second.
All right, thank you. Any other councilors? I'll just say that I know the building's been vacant for a while, and I know there's been some proposals there over the time. There was a lobster place, I think, at one time, and you know, I think everyone's tried to make some things work there and find out, because we are sensitive to those issues from the people that directly abut it. But I mean, I was never able to see the Dairy Queen in Wyoming Square. I'm a little younger than some people, but you know, I hear a lot of stories, and I'm looking forward to, if this is to happen tonight, to being able to see that again in my lifetime. My father always says, "Oh, I'll never see that again," you know. So here we are. So maybe we'll get to see that. So with that, any other discussion from the councilors? We have a motion, second, roll call.
Counselor Allensburg.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Matula absent, Counselor McLean absent, Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh?
Yes, motion carries. Next public hearing. Well, your public hearings will be set down.
Okay, we have to set down, oh, everybody wants a dilly bar. We have to set down 450 Essex Street, petition of Carlos Vills and D. Patria Spada to convert a two-family house to a three-family.
We have a motion by the council to set this down.
Motion to set it down.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Set it down. Committees, licensing, Councilor Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a unanimous vote by our licensing committee. I make a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve. We have a second. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Utilities, Councilor Arlington.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have two public hearings by National Grid and Comcast for Ward 5. We have a unanimous vote by the committee. Motion to approve.
Unanimous vote of the committee. Motion to approve. We have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Public properties, Councilor Jacutis.
Unanimous vote of the committee. Motion to approve.
Unanimous vote of the committee. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Ways and Means, Councilor Net.
Yeah, yes, Mr. President, all unanimous vote of the committee, I make a motion to approve.
Will the clerk read the transfers, please?
Okay, transfers are going to be laid over to the next meeting. We have certified funds, $128,685.85 to the Health Department, $125,000 to the Health Department, $100,000 to the Health Department. We have the adoption of creation of revolving funds. Order to accept the adoption of proposed ordinances to be established via the following ordinances attached for all existing revolving funds the City of Lynn desires to maintain with caps and annual spending limits for FY26. And I will read those. Okay. I'll read those with the cap and the annual limit. Abandoned property, $500,000, $150,000. Lynn Auditorium, unlimited, $5 million. Cannabis revolving fund, unlimited, $3 million. Comcast PEG access, unlimited, $1 million. Verizon PEG access, unlimited, $1 million. Community garden, unlimited, $50,000. Parkland Ave, dog park, unlimited, $25,000. Parks and recreation, unlimited, $50,000. Cultural district, unlimited, $20,000. Handicap parking fines, $200,000 and $50,000. Insurance proceeds, unlimited, $250,000. 4th of July celebration, unlimited, unexpended monies. Law enforcement trust, unlimited, $200,000. Sale of Lynn Libraries, unlimited, no cap, and a one-time. Parking meter receipts, unlimited, $300,000. Pine Grove Cemetery land grade, unlimited, $150,000. Pine Grove Cemetery perpetual, unlimited, $250,000. Repair recently repaved roads, unlimited, $250,000. Special needs camp, unlimited, $250,000. Lynn Stadium Commission, unlimited, $250,000. Tax title collection, unlimited, $150,000. Overflow trash bags, unlimited, $150,000. Vaccine insurance, unlimited, $100,000. Park use security deposit, unlimited, $75,000. Compost bin revolving fund, unlimited, $150,000. Traffic island revolving fund, unlimited, $100,000. Arts and culture revolving fund, unlimited, $150,000. Northern Strand bike path, unlimited, $150,000. Senior center operations, unlimited, $200,000. Grand Army of the Republic, unlimited, $10 million. Tree gift fund, unlimited, $250,000. Creative advertising trash, unlimited, $100,000. 2 State Street Fund, unlimited, $250,000. Rhodes Memorial Chapel, unlimited, $250,000. Wynn Innovation Revolving, unlimited, $50,000. Crown Family Library, unlimited, $50,000. Poet Laureate Fund, unlimited, $200,000. And finally, the 195 Market Street Fund, unlimited, $1.5 million.
Okay, Mr. Net, a motion to approve.
Yes.
Second, any discussion on that? Roll call.
Okay, Councilor Allensburg.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Chakutis.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Field.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hogan.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matula absent. Councilor McLean absent. Councilor Meany. Meany, absent. Counselor Meji-Madre? Absent. Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh?
Yes. Carries. There was no emergencies on that.
There's no emergency waters, Mr. President.
All right, any old business from anybody? Some new business, Counsel Lapierre? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, in a resolution that was brought to my attention as a guest speaker at the Marshall Middle School, Mr. Luke Moss's class, his 8th grade, engaged in public transportation priorities, and they came up and crafted this with the help of, it's gone through all of our vetting and so forth at City Hall, but, and I know we're a little pressed for time, so I would like to read this in our affirmation of what the students at Marshall in his class, and Mr. Moss is actually here tonight representing his students and the school. He's had countless guest speakers come into his classroom, including former Mayor McGee, who now chairs the MBTA board, including Philip Ang, who's now the general manager of the MBTA, myself, Senator Crichton, who chairs the Transportation Subcommittee at the State House in the Senate. And we really want to just do what this says, which is affirm our priorities for public transportation in our great city of Lynn. So without further ado, I will read this into the record, and hopefully we could support this resolution. Whereas the city of Lynn recognizes that accessible, affordable, and reliable public transportation is essential to the well-being of our families, the strength of our local economy, and the sustainability of our future. Whereas the MBTA Blue Line currently ends at Wonderland Station in Revere, which leaves Lynn residents dependent on expensive, infrequent commuter rail and ferry services to access Boston, placing unfair expenses on working families and limiting economic opportunity. Whereas for over 70 years, plans to extend the Blue Line to Lynn have been recommended but not fulfilled, despite similar or newer projects, such as the Green Line extension to Somerville and Medford, have been completed. Whereas residents of Lynn overwhelmingly support improved transportation, with a recent survey conducted by the 8th grade at Thurgood Marshall Middle School students of 324 community members, showing 97% are in favor of better service, 91% in favor of a Blue Line extension, and a strong desire for both subway expansion and commuter rail electrification. Whereas improving transportation in Lynn will increase service frequency, reduce costs for commuters, lower greenhouse gas emissions, boost local businesses, and make Lynn a more connected and competitive city in Massachusetts. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lynn City Council calls upon the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, MBTA, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation, the Massachusetts State Legislature, and federal transportation partners to, number one, prioritize the extension of the Blue Line to Lynn and beyond, recognize it as a long overdue project that will bring transformative benefits to the North Shore. Number two, commit to electrifying the commuter rail as an immediate parallel step to improve speed, frequency, and environmental outcomes. Number three, secure dedicated funding for planning, design, and construction through local, state, and federal cooperation. And number four, engage Lynn stakeholders and residents in all stages of project planning to ensure community needs are fully addressed. Adopted this day by the Lynn City Council in demonstration of its unwavering commitment in advancing equitable, forward-looking transportation solutions for the people of Lynn. Thank you, Mr. President.
So you're putting that forward as a motion by a vote for the council to send
Yes,
it?
motion to approve the resolution.
Motion approved?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, send it. It's down. Councilor Jacutis has some new business.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to authorize His Honor the Mayor to execute an agreement for electric supply services on the terms satisfactory to the Chief Financial Officer and City Solicitor for a term in excess of 3 years.
So it's a motion.
Motion.
We have a second on that.
Second.
Any discussion on it? Roll call.
Counselor Armstrong?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Matul absent. Counselor McLean absent. Counselor Meany absent. Counselor Meji-Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh?
Yes, motion carries. Council Field has some new business.
Thank you, Mr. President. I had a Lynn resident email me the other day and asked if I would read this letter during our council meeting this evening, and I gladly will. It was sent to Chief Sullivan. Chief was here earlier, and he knows I'm going to be reading this. It reads, Dear Lynn Fire Chief Daniel Sullivan, over the past several months, I've had to rely on your first responders more times than I'd wish due to various medical issues. Each time without fail, they've arrived swiftly and handled my situation with professionalism, skill, and perhaps most importantly, genuine kindness. In some of my most vulnerable moments, when fear and pain made the world feel small and uncertain, your team offered not just medical support, but human comfort. They have been patient when I've been upset or slow to answer. They've been reassuring when my family and I were frightened. They've helped me maintain dignity when I felt I had very little left to hold on to. That kind of care stays with a person. It stays with a family. You and your department should know the impact of the work you do. It's not just about saving lives, although I have no doubt you've done that many times over. It's also about the compassion you show while doing it. The calm words, the steady hands, the respectful tone, the reassuring presence. Please share my heartfelt thanks with every EMT, firefighter, and paramedic under your command. Their service has made an enormous difference in my life and in the lives of those who love me. With deepest gratitude, Michael Leonard, Ward 1 resident, age 82.
All right, thank you for that. It's always good to hear we're doing a good job, so thank you for that. Any other new business from the council? Councilor Net?
I make a motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
Motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's adjourned.